gentlemen, welcome to another Afro Legend Gaming stream. Today, you're having a friendlies between Avis Infinity and Mad Draconics. Hope you enjoy the stream and welcome. As you come in, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like on the video, it really helps the channel.
Your team is banning.
Okay, looking at their first bans. Marcel. Well, that's no surprise there. Blue. Valentina.
Come on, Dexter.
Ooh, Claude.
Your team is banning.
Interesting. I haven't seen a Claude ban in a long while. Looks like a target ban, perhaps. Yes, now, sure. Most guys haven't seen these two teams lately. They've started, competing recently. I know maybe it's a first seeing Avis Infinity. And it's been a long time since we saw Mad Draconics. Team MDX.
Valor and royalty in a dead body.
Astaroth locks in Jungle Pick Leo mode. First pick. Starting off strong here, right? Guys, what do you think? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about this match. What's your bet? Sovereign One Eye locks in the Zushin. And that's a double mage. Is Amygdala going Rome Nana, or I'm not sure what's going on here, but well, we let them cook. We let them cook. We let them cook before we judge. Right? Right, guys? Erebos locks in the Lunox. Strong pick. Very strong pick right off the bat. The Ray goes with Atlas. We don't see the Diggy banned out, so and we're seeing two matches, so it's gonna be tricky with the slots they have remaining.
Your team
Granger
is banned.
Golden and Hanabi gets banned.
Need no protection.
Your team is banning.
Baksha. They don't wanna deal with the anti-heal. I think that's mostly what Bakshi is good for. Doesn't have very strong CC, although it can be game changing if he learns it properly, but I don't know, the damage, yes, utility jungler. I guess you usually had to gauge where their strengths are, other than being very hard to kill and having something, bringing something to the table.
My mission is to protect lives.
Your team is picking.
Hylos pick comes out, burning out some potential front lines, but Death picks up Means Eater, a favorite pick nowadays, and Shinokage. Is he hovering over Lapu? Still thinking.
This land is our homeland, and it will soon be our
Jenga long
battleground.
scene cleaned.
Sovereign of the abyss.
He unlocks it
Your team is picking.
and locks in Obsidian. Well, interesting.
They call me a hero because I saved my nation from falling apart.
Sing you 5 Larity Tio to win. No, I don't think Tio is playing right now. This will be intense. I don't know, maybe, perhaps. We can just wait for them to cook. Not really. Well, I guess someone has beaten us to it. Maybe he knows what's going on. And Atlas is a good pick. Yes, solid pick if you don't get counter picked. And I'm not seeing a lot when it comes to counter pick here. Maybe I'm stepping on a Molina here and there, you know. But I think it's going to be a problem for Zushin because Atlas is heavy dive. And you don't see guys like Valir, guys like Diggy just stopping you before you can do anything.
Mobile Legends.
Now the match kicks off.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield.
First
Smash
match,
them.
Avis
All
versus Mad Draconics. Strong start over in the mid lane. Good vision coming from Dere. They're looking to take Ricky from him. Little Nobody already very low. What happened? At level 1, probably decided to invade Dere, taking some damage. Dere looking for an engage, but I don't think he's gonna get.
First blood.
Little Nobody gets the first blood.
Red team hero
Leaves
has
without
been
getting
slain.
punished for that invade. Atlas looking quite squishy at the beginning. No red tree, double mage, absolute cinema, of course it is. I mean, some things are not exclusive to epic rank, right? Jenga trying to weave through the attacks, succeeding in surviving. Scores are already 1-1. With the turtle coming right up, the Ray putting up the pressure, zoning them out as Saroth manages to secure the turtle. Molina's gift taken out, and Shinokage decides to, finish the job.
Team hero has
But he overextends way too far in and gets taken down. The Ray not gonna be able to make it out as well. Score stands at 2-3, very marginal lead, but it's looking, the action is starting to pick up. Very textbook early game. 3 minutes in, first turtle is down. Not so much when it comes to rotations. Much of the fights have been happening in the mid lane or in the jungle. But now we are seeing an engage. Phantom Steed. Atlas Fatal Chainlings manages to catch Amygdala without the Molina's gift. Who Sovereign almost getting taken down, but forces Erebos to overextend and gets taken down. The Ray once again goes down. Jenga not able to out damage, and Death gets a double kill. I mean, that was quite an exchange there. Score still 4-6, very even. but he's got quite a little lead here, which, you know, if he decides to expand it, it might just develop into a huge gap, and losing to a double mage, it's quite crazy. It's gonna be quite crazy. And we're seeing the Zushin is the Rom here. Jenga stays within the safety of the tower. The Ray once again engages. Does he have backup? Lands the stun, but nothing comes out of the engage. Pokes. The next turtle is up. Now you're looking at a turtle dance here. The whole of MDX is here, ready to take the turtle. The Ray is a pretty much dangerous place for MDX to be in if they stick together. Astaroth gets stunned right within the King's. Ooh. MDX are going down one by one. That is 2 for none. But do they manage to get the turtle? Nope, it's Avis that gets the turtle. Interesting to come from 5 guys securing the turtle, you know, and just coming out without it. That's crazy. Now is he jungling with no retry? Oh, he just low-key goated like that. Well said. Talking about some Zushin being approached. Astaroth Erebos dishing out some intense damage. And Jenga, they managed to zone out the tower and managed to take it down. Death looking to have tower, but Avis are speeding towards him. Jenga catches him with the ult and not able to escape. He's going to be picked off. Yeah, this dive heavy. It's tricky dealing with Atlas in such a situation where you have no anti-engage. Well, nobody trying to clear the lane, trying to keep the tower standing. Losing another tower at this point will be very, very catastrophic. The goal lead has extended to 5,000 in just a tiny bit of time. That is interesting. Ooh. A 1-for-1 trade, and Death goes down. Erebos just dealing so much damage. You know, does anyone else really have that Lunox phobia? Because you know, imagine picking someone you want to sustain, but you know, seeing a Lunox getting picked, and Lil Nobody's gonna be outplayed with the light from ult.
Red team turret has been destroyed.
Oh. Shinokage, Avis picking up towers here and there. Playing the map game, I love it. I love to see it. I don't know whether you like to see it, but I'm the kind of guy who's obsessed with towers. You know, ooh, Silhouette gets taken down. That means it puts down the... Dean manages to take down Atlas. Death, I mean. Or am I reading that name as Dean? Well, only the gold side tower isn't down for Avis. I mean, that's interesting. Then nobody jungling without the retribution. Okay, yeah, it's past 5 minutes now, but you know, it's still gonna be really hard. That was a very hard early game. Level 7, all guys are level 9. You know, oh, Death also caught once again by Jenga's ult. Astaroth, heavy pokes coming from him. They control majority of the map now, so this jungle is pretty much theirs now. You see, this is why pushing is very, very important. A really solid game plan, you know. When you forget what MLBB is, you know, you need to take down the base to win. So if you remember what it is, winning matches becomes easier. Very good fatal chain links from the Ray, taking them down one by one. Dean, is he gonna be able to flick us out? Manages to survive, but will nobody. Only 2 members survive. 3 for the price of 1, and they still get more coverage on the map. They still claim more and more of the map, heading straight for that base. Contesting without registry, guys gotta try, At least trying is better than, just sitting there. Unfortunately, if it doesn't work out, when you try is when you get the potential for these, incredible plays. But if you play it safe the whole time, I don't know whether you're gonna get, a clip-worthy play. The Ray just giving intense vision. This guy doesn't. The Ray has died 4 times. Well, you expected it to be more than that, but he just died 4 times. But he's not getting shy from the front lines. He knows he's not very, very tanky, but he's a threat just by standing there, baiting them to engage. The Ray goes straight in, but they all run away. Astaroth gets lifted by Zushin. Is he gonna be able to get away? A lot of damage coming onto Astaroth. Nope, he's not gonna be able to do anything, but Shinokage comes and finishes the job he started. Still not able to take down Sovereign, and purifies the... And you think you've gotten away, but Jenga just secures it. You purify one thing, the next one catches you. Now the Lord is attacking the base. Nobody's struggling to defend this, but well, he's too far behind in farm. That's a 3-level lead. You're not gonna contest that, and you're an assassin. You need the level lead to do anything. But the rest of the team is back to defend this. They live to fight another day. They live to fight another day. But all their towers are down. The chances of winning this match are almost close to 0 at this point. Dealing with super minions, the entire map is not your, it's not your home anymore. Just leaving this base area becomes threatening. You're in enemy territory right now. Now, there's nobody in enemy territory looking to clear those waves, risking it all. Knowing the Ray is here, going straight for him. Goes in a different direction. Astaroth now he's trying to outplay. It's not a really bad strategy, just buying time and having that potential for outplay. And he's just wasting time. Misses the Jenga's ult, but one basic attack almost just deletes the guy. He's now just buying time here now. Whatever is going on here and whatever is going on up there. He gets taken down, but important forces for Avis have, been pulled out of the team fight, and this guy's forced a team fight without, most of their damage dealers. So, Death gets, dead, and Sovereign and Amygdala, they're gonna get collected quite easily, and the level difference. The level difference just seals the game. Guys, your start is very, very important, but don't forget, you can think your way out of a terrible start. Now, stay tuned. We are going over to the next match, the next series. So, well, is it a best of 3 or a best of 5? Stay tuned. I'll let you know. Hope you enjoyed the first one. Guys, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe. That really helps the channel a lot. And see you on the next match.
Butterflies born by
Your
thy
team
wish,
is banning.
guided by lantern's light.
Light me up and watch
Your
the
team
world
is
burn.
banning.
Different perspectives expose
Your
the same
team
truth.
is banning.
2, 1.
Oh, so guys, we are
花火参上
we are back
Your
to
team
the second
is
match
banning.
of this friendly series between Avis and Draconics, and pretty standard bans so far. You're seeing Marcel,
May the blood of
Hanabi,
my enemies
you're seeing the
flow
Min
Your
Sita
team
ban,
is picking.
Akai, and Xbog. Interesting. Can you tell what kind of game plan are they trying to pull off from these bans? Anyone? Yeah, I guess Zushin is a problem for their type of playstyle, but with the Atlas, it's just gonna be very difficult for Zushin to do anything.
Crowned by heaven's mandate.
Your team
Zushin
is
thrives
shall endure.
mostly when you have a lot of bulk but no mobility. So, you know, you're just standing there getting showered with butterflies or something. Oh, now we're seeing Zetian. Sovereign picks up the Zetian. And Shinokage finds the glue not banned. That's a glue going through the bands. And he's already picked
Your team is
Zetian.
picking.
So the possibilities for picking counters, you know, go down a bit unless you want to play Farami's Rome or even Vexana Rome. But you know, how many other counters are there? Alice, perhaps, not sure. And okay, looks like Amygdala switching up, trying to look for something. But he goes back and settles for
Your team
Camilla,
is
and
picking.
Death just locks in the Kimi. Astaroth once again with his horseman Leo mode. I mean, that draft already looks scary as it is. Not trying to, you know, shiver someone's timbers, but well, it's already cooked from the first one, unless they just fumble the rest, the other three picks. The Ray locks in
Your team is
Beleric,
banning.
the tree. I mean, guys are probably cooked, but I mean, I'm sure there's some picks that can, you know, deal with this. There's some picks that can deal with this. I'm not sure they have the space to choose because
Call me a
they're
hero,
left with picking a
because I saved
jungle,
my
Team is
nation from
banning.
falling apart.
and XP. Yeah, so they have the chance to match the sustain or to break the sustain. What are they gonna pick?
Your team
Mia
is
Ban comes
banning.
out. Okay, they haven't picked a marksman. Mia can be quite threatening, especially with a snowball.
Your team
We see the Alice
is
ban.
Immortality or death.
Interesting. Alice can play either jungle or jungle or XP lane.
Come and join me in my
Your
dream
team
world.
is picking.
Tanky heroes, nice. Yeah, tanky heroes usually nice unless it's on your team and then the enemy just suddenly has all the counters. You know, tough.
Everything engulfed
Lunox
in
gets
Your
banned.
team's
Gets
picking.
banned. I would have expected them to pick the Lunox, but oh well. They already have their gold lane and their mid lane, so. And Erebos locks in the Valir, which was probably going to be a really good counter pick. Yeah, unfortunately they started with the mage pick. And the mage pick could have, you know, pivoted the entire team somehow. But now, being the first pick, I think they just cooked themselves. And a lot of counter potential has gone down the drain. We seeing Silhouette going with 4 Vias. Do the other team have a lot of dash heroes? Nope. But you're gonna pick 4 Vias because, you know, he's that guy. He's that guy. Deal nobody goes with Granger to the jungle. Anyone else get the feeling that this guy is just coming back from a long break from MLBB?
Destined to
You know.
bloom. Some
Anyone?
are merely fertilizer.
Or maybe you let him cook. Although, I don't know, guys. You know, I am usually one for an open mind. You know, some things can work if executed properly. But in this case, I really just don't know. Jenga goes with the Nathan. Jenga with the Covenant Nathan. You know this guy's a sweat when he has that skin. Your Shivas better be timbered, you know. Going into this match, I mean, isn't it already decided? Or the rest comes down to execution. You know, it might go either way. But the hopes I'm seeing for MDX aren't that great.
Smash them. All troops deployed.
All troops deployed. 5 players ready to smash each other. The other 5 players. Ain't it a beautiful game? Very, very quick clear in the mid lane. Granger's jungle clear is still nothing to scoff at. But between you and me, I think Granger jungle is still very, very valid. Someone might say, oh, but stacks. This guy just stacks somehow. He just stacks even playing jungle. But the problem is the sustained difference. Astaroth just, you know, picking up some buffs from his backyard, you know. Harvesting vegetables from his backyard. Like he owns the place. You know, I've come for the protection money. Like the mafia. There's nobody, not yet level 4. None of them is level 4 yet. The Ray is sucking up a bit of damage. Death and Jenga just playing, you know, some peekaboo. Some, I was about to say trick or treat, but First Blood, Shinokage gets taken down. A really nice gank. Amygdala manages to get away. Great gank from MDX. They take a slight early lead. Although the economy doesn't record any lead at all. The turtle is up. Astaroth will go for the purple buff first. Sovereign. The Zetian caught in a very precarious situation. I'm not sure he should have survived that, but somehow he did. You know, right place, right time. Turtle is almost down. Astaroth with the retribution game. The Ray gets taken down, and it's a mess going on here. A 1-for-1, but Silhouette decides to go back into the fight. Turns out that wasn't a very good idea. Death finding a very, very easy time clearing the lane, while Jenga just races back to defend that tower, make sure he doesn't get a really huge gap. He makes it back right on time. You know, some will find the tower already gone. Shinokage going with that push. Tries to shave off a bit of tower gold. going on right now. Economy is still tilted, slightly in the favor of Avis. Looking for that gank towards Jenga, but only gets a whole lot of poke. Not in a position to team fight here. He's gonna have to recall and wait. Jenga builds the feather, and pretty much I'm sure I'm about to see some plays. Death is what to call him, Dean again. Very, very dangerous things these bushes are. When you find that guy in rank telling you camper, just ask them to request Munton. Delete those bushes. They're enabling so many campers, but there are no beating these bushes. I mean, the person who is in the bushes has the high ground. It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. But then some guy will just gonna say, you underestimate my power, and just face dive into the bush, and lives for the next 2 seconds or less. The second turtle is up there, and it's gonna be an easy pick by Avis.
Red team has slain the turtle.
Very, very quick. It's amazing how Jenga is always there for the team fights, back to the lane. Smitten is just covering a lot of the map, and it's not like a marksman with a lot of mobility. Yeah, you gotta respect the timing. Astaroth, yeah. Avis have decided this tower is theirs. Their territory has been claimed. They've put their flag there. This is Avis territory now. They're looking to get Jenga. He just walks casually out of it, barely taking too much damage. Oh, healing up quite a lot. Is that Aegis? Seems to. They're really trying to put pressure onto them. And it's already a 3k goal lead. Ooh, Shinokage. He's outplayed with the flicker. His combo is shut down just like that. Walked into a tower, there's a glue stuck on you, and he was way too low to have executed that. Over the mid lane, looks like there has been a stalemate the entire time. Most of the headway has been made through ganks. Ooh, Death taking quite a bit of damage. A nice stun coming from Amygdala. Nice stun also coming from Zetian. No, Jenga survives. Ooh, that was some great potential for a great play there. But unfortunately there wasn't enough firepower. And now Avis are looking to claim another territory. While Lil Nobody trying to steal a tower. Nice, think he will have gotten it, but nope, he's gonna die and without the tower. Unfortunate. But yeah. Do you think you should have just gone down with the tower? At least you'll have gotten something out of the death. Shinokage. Yeah, doesn't look like an environment for Phobias to really pop off. A lot of sustain and not a lot of dashes. I'm really questioning the Phobias pick. I mean, you can trigger more dashes yourself, but still. The enemy isn't enabling you. And now they're looking to pick up the mid lane. I love how they're doing this sequentially. These guys, they're playing like they have a mission. The Ray just soaking up a lot of damage, a ton of damage. Stuns from Zetian. Astaroth just comes, collects a mega kill. Two guys from MDX struggling to stay
Red
alive.
team turret has been destroyed.
Look at Lil Nobody stealing towers. Bro, this guy's playing sneaky.
Red team turret
The
has been
segue.
destroyed.
I mean, if you can't beat them in a team fight, it's much better to take something. It really keeps you in the game, at least. And it's the same guy that was, taking the team for a wild ride,
Destroyed.
splitting them up. But unfortunately, the gap was too big for that strategy to have any effect. But looks like he's still at it right now, while the gap is still quite big, but still have a fighting chance. I mean, scaling. This is 5,000 gold. That's 6. And the first lord will be here. No contest. Very, very easy take for Njenga and Astaroth.
Red team has slain the Lord.
Guys, what do you think? Let me know down in the comment section, what will it take for MDX to take back this game? Ooh, Shinokage with the flame shot pushes him back, combos with Beleric, and Astaroth just coming in to collect the cavalry. Call in the cavalry, a maniac. Astaroth eating good right now. I mean, these guys have studied this combination for a while. This team actually contests Shinokage. Ooh, actually manages to outplay the tower there. Very smart.
Blue team turret has been destroyed.
Such happens when you know your heroes. Such happens when you know your heroes. And a very, very threatening push by Avis. Lord charges onto the tower. A very good ultimate by Amygdala. They're still tied together. This is a probability for a wipeout, but they retreat and say they decide to play this very safe. And that was a potential wipeout. Guys, not even kidding. But maybe they don't have the bird's eye view that we have right here. They don't have that's an 8,000 gold lead right there. And you know the magic number, 10,000. Where all hope seems lost. Although it's a really, really interesting game where just one team fight can cover for like 5,000 to maybe even 7,000 gold difference. He just takes it all down. Shinokage playing by himself as well.
Red team hero
As always, he gets taken down. Trying to force something out of the team, it seems. But at this point, he's just giving away those free takedowns. Not accomplishing much. Good ultimate by Amygdala, but Lil Nobody is taking a lot of damage. Astaroth just collects. Silhouette wants to cook something, but he doesn't have the necessary kitchenware to do that. And this will be another free load. A no contest load at 13 minutes. This match is all but done. This is surviving 9,000 gold difference. We should be seeing a lot of damage coming from death, but you know, the race got the tree that attacks first just by standing there. Got me questioning that draft. You know, whenever you're beaten in all aspects, in all lanes, it just looks like a hopeless situation. So great, is he gonna jump inside? Wrath of Dryad.
Blue team base turret has been destroyed.
Astaroth still looking for something. He's not taking much damage, but he's dealing a lot. Astaroth, he manages to get away, but the tower, the base will fall, giving Avis a 2-match lead. The score standing at 2-0. Avis just showing dominance here. Very, very calculated gameplay. And wow. Score 6-20. MDX lost the second match. Avis just showing some dominant gameplay. Very, very good coordination. You gotta love what you see, right? And now stay tuned. We'll see if you're going in for the next match. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. If you're feeling generous, you can support the channel. There's links down in the description below. It really helps us a lot. You know, put food on the table, you know. So, see you in the next match. Well, MDX forfeit the rest of the matches, leaving Avis in a 2-0 win. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Some members went for a break and decided they're not coming back, so tough. That's really tough. And so Avis Infinity collect their clean sweep. It's a 2-0. This was a best of 3. It was supposed to be a best of 5, but well, GG's. And guys, if you enjoy the content, feel free to leave a like, subscribe. It really helps out the channel more than you know. Help us reach that 500 subscriber goal for a really huge milestone, and I will do something of your choice as my subscribers. Thanks to everyone who has been very loyal from the beginning, like who has gone with us through this journey from when we started, and we have quite the journey ahead of us, guys. So join me, let us make Mobile Legends great in Kenya. Okay, if you want to support this stream, subscribe, like, and if you're feeling generous, you can support us with the links down in the description. And yeah, whatever you got really helps, so help us out and we'll produce even more content for Team Kenya. Okay, until next time, guys, stay cool and stay Dark System.